Hello everyone and welcome to Wednesday. I'm sure that you're probably anxious to hear how I am. I'm okay. I still have pain, but I feel like I have less pain than I did yesterday. And I've been thinking about it, and I believe I know why. It's no mystery that I've been stressed. I've been stressed for a long time. I feel like in some ways I'm stressed all the time to varying degrees, and that's okay. I don't mind that, and I like what I do, but the stress may have gotten to me at some point and started causing chest pains, and I think in the last few months, as I've garnered some more stress, I've started to worry a bit about the chest pains that the stress was causing, and everyone else started to worry about it. And in the last few days, it's gotten so bad, the worrying of what was wrong with me got so bad that it actually in turn caused more pain. Seems plausible. So yesterday, after having the CAT scan done and then the doctor saying, there's nothing wrong with your heart, at least that we can see, and you're not going to die, you're not going to, your heart's not going to explode, at least not today, then I don't know, it's kind of a relief. And while I do still have pain, it's not as bad, and I think it's just because I'm not worried now, and Mal's not worried now, and my parents aren't worried now, and I'm still very much looking forward to going to the cardiologist on Wednesday, because there clearly is something wrong, and I do still have pain, and I need to figure out what it is, but it is better today, so that's good. I really need to talk a little bit about the schedule and how I'm going to be changing it, but before I do, every night when we go to bed, we put the air on cool 68. And for some of you that might be crazy, just for the fact that maybe you live in a really cold climate and putting the air on cold in the winter seems absurd. But here, it's actually been really warm still, so we have to put it on cool or it won't get cool, and if it's not cool, we can't sleep. So this morning I woke up and I checked the thermostat to turn it on heat. But even when I got up, I realized it was not that cold. And I looked at the thermostat, and it only ever got down to 72. I was like, well, that's kind of weird. And our AC unit was really loud. I mean, louder than normal. And it also sounded wet. It sounded wetter, if that makes any sense. So I opened up the closet, and there was water pouring out of the furnace onto the water heater. And I was like, well, that seems kind of bad. And then that lasted for a minute or two, and then water started coming out of another area, and it was in the box. There's a little box on the side, I guess, to hold water. I don't know. And that filled up, and then it ran all the way down the side of the wall, and then it started to flood the floor, and then everything just stopped. No more noise, no more anything, no more water. And I was like, okay, so what just happened? Then I checked the thermostat, and the thermostat's dead. There's no numbers or anything on the thermostat. So I was like, okay, well, that seems kind of bad. We don't take care of any of that kind of stuff. We're not supposed to. But that it seems like we may not have hot water now. We obviously had a full tank and we were able to take showers, which was good. But I don't know if we have any more hot water now, and I'm not sure if I should try. So I sent an email off to the landlord, and hopefully they'll fix it. They've always been super fast about things. So if they can, they'll probably come out and fix it today. But it seems like something's wrong. So right now, we may not even be able to do laundry or dishes. It's kind of bad. But I just thought I should mention it because that's kind of how our morning has gone. Now, onward to the schedule thing. Yesterday, I started the vlog off by saying that I was going to take a break. To be fair, I didn't really know what the extent of my problem was. I didn't really know what the root of my problem was. I figured that even if it wasn't directly related to stress, that stress probably wasn't helping, and that it would be a good idea to take a break. And it is, and I do. I want to take some sort of break somehow from videos. Not fully, because I have to do something, but I need to kind of tone down the amount of work I'm doing. There's been some people who, they're very sweet, and they definitely feel for me, and they're like, you need to take a month off. Well, okay, but this is still my job, and if I didn't work for a month, that would be that'd be pretty bad. That would not be good. So I have to do something. I do have to continue to release videos. So I think I've decided what I want to do. I am going to continue to release vlogs because I'm filming vlogs every day anyway, and editing the vlogs isn't really that bad. But as far as the Let's Play channel, I'm going to put it into loose mode, which I've put it into before. And loose mode basically means that normally you'd follow the LP schedule and you'd be like, okay, he's going to release this at this time, etc. When it's in loose mode, it means, who knows? It means I might hit that mark. I might not hit that mark. And I'll try to keep the schedule updated for how I'm feeling. So if you're wondering where something is, I'm hoping that you'll be able to check the schedule and I will have moved stuff or changed the time on it. I'll try to keep it updated. But basically it means I'm going to be a lot less strict with myself. And I don't know how long I'm going to do that for. Maybe until I meet up with the cardiologist next week and maybe a little after. I'm going to try to hit some marks on things. Obviously, I have to continue to release videos, but I'm not going to be as strict with the schedule, at least for the next week or so. And that's what that means. So if you go to watch the Demo Friday, or you go to watch, you know, a certain episode of Skyrim or GTA or Last of Us, and it's just not there, that's okay. And if people are asking where it is, then you can let them know that the schedule is currently loose, and it's not going to be very strict for a little while. And I think that's going to make me feel better. See, I can't... Here's the other thing that's really important to remember. I couldn't not release videos for a month. Not only for finances, because I need to release videos to make money, but also for stress. Which seems kind of backwards, but you have to think about it. If I wasn't releasing videos, I would be so stressed out. Because I would know that I wasn't making any money, and also it's detrimental to the channels to not release videos for a time. I mean, I know everyone needs a break every once in a while, but if you go an entire month without releasing videos, that's not good for a YouTube channel. That's not bad. Consistency is very important. So I would probably be in worse shape than I was last night because I would be so stressed out about it. So I will continue to release videos. I don't know the extent at which I'm going to release videos, but I'm going to do my absolute best while keeping in mind that if I can't get something out on time, it's not the end of the world. And that's kind of how I'm going to approach it for the next little bit. So I apologize, but I thank you all for being so understanding. And I've read your comments on Facebook and Twitter and even on YouTube, and you all are incredibly understanding, and I really do appreciate it. Anyway, the day is still young. It'll be interesting to see if we can get the furnace fixed today, and I don't know what else is in store. I'm going to be taking it easy. And I think Mao might finish The Last of Us. And she really liked it.
It's really good.
It is really good. She's been playing it for quite a while. I think you actually had a little more playtime than I did, to be honest, which seems weird because I was doing commentary. But you actually approached it a little more slowly.
Did I get more collectibles than you?
I don't know. I'll have to check. I'm not sure. I probably got more, but maybe not, because as Mao was playing, like, I was advising her on stuff that she might miss that I remembered. And there was actually a few things that you found that I never found.
Yeah.
So
it was stressful though. Like,
the entire game was really stressful for you.
It was very good, but I get stressed out when things like that.
I just thought it was fun. I had fun the entire time. It was really good. Mao, it was weird because at the beginning of the game, Mao didn't really play with a whole lot of stealth. She just kind of like blasted her way through everything, and then there was a shift at some point where she started, I don't know, being stealthy. And what's funny is that when I started the LP, I was being very stealthy, and then I started watching her play when she started, and she was like just shooting everybody. So near the end of the LP, I start doing that. So it's funny because we were doing different things at different times. So the end of the LP, I'm actually pretty gung-ho and do a lot of shooting and stuff. Anyway, earlier I had mentioned about the furnace, hot water heater, air conditioning thing, and I emailed the landlord, and the landlord got back to me within like 2 minutes because they're really always on top of that kind of thing. But the problem was that they talked to someone to come out and fix it, and that person never came. So it wasn't their fault, and the landlord actually called me and like apologized profusely because, you know, he thought that the guy was going to come out and he didn't. So he's going to just take care of it himself, I believe, tomorrow. So he's going to come out probably in the morning and fix it. Now the downside is that it is friggin' hot. It is really hot in here because we don't have any AC. So we're going to have to open a window and turn the fan on to sleep tonight. Once again, kind of weird because it's winter. We're in December. But today was actually one of the hottest days that we've had in a few weeks. What was the high today, Mal? Like 75?
78.
78 in December. Welcome to Myrtle Beach. So because of that, it was hot outside, and it kind of heated up the house, and the house is hot. So if we don't open the window and turn the fan on, we won't be able to sleep tonight. As one final note, I don't really like to talk about my health on the vlog. Obviously, it's a vlog, and I have to, do something every day. And, as far as the events of yesterday go, I was obviously going to film myself doing the whole hospital thing because that's kind of a big deal. But I still don't really like to talk about my health too much on the vlog. And I'm just going to not say much until I know more. So unless something in the way I'm feeling changes drastically in the next few days, I'm probably just not going to mention it. So that's not really a thing of you can assume I'm doing good or bad. It's just I don't know. I guess I value that part of my privacy. And whenever I go to the cardiologist on Wednesday, I will talk more about it once I learn some stuff. Because as we kind of go through this, you guys are going to be learning along with me, because I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't know what is wrong. But I guess we'll find out. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? That contrast, man. That was the worst contrast I've ever had, and I've had a few. The nurse told me it was going to happen fast.
Oh, they do have beds. And here I thought that they just stayed up all night and partied. But they don't.